What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 42 of Psychotic and Iconic. Paul's here along with Nick Theories, Mikey P, and Philly Phil. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our pages. 42 of Psychotic and Iconic. Everything all good over there?
Oh, we got two mics tonight?
Nick Theories, Mikey P.
We got two Pauls.
We already have too many mics in here.
Yeah,
we don't need three.
All right. I'm not sure what that was, but share the stream, follow, like, subscribe on everything. You know the deal. You've been listening to 42 episodes. Mikey P, take it away.
We got a packed show tonight, guys. We're gonna.
I'll pack you.
Come on, family.
Excuse
Come on,
me.
family. We're already like
Oh
2
my
minutes into
God.
the show. You already started, bro.
Jesus.
You need to chill.
Mercy.
Bro. You need to chill.
That's how I'm arriving tonight.
Hey, I like it though. Good energy.
As a reminder to the audience, guys, we are live on propshq.com. Visit propshq.com to check out our show and keep tabs on our show. Be sure to subscribe. All right. That's to go along with all of our other platforms.
Keep tabs. We're paying next time.
All right. Tonight's show, though, NFL Week 15 recap. It was a crazy-ass week. This is one of the craziest seasons I can remember as far as parity goes. Absolutely crazy. So we got studs and duds. We got facts or cap. And we got league analysis. All right. And then also after the show, for the people that stick around, okay, we're going to have a separate live stream. You will be informed about this, okay? We have a separate live stream. We're going to do our DFS lineups for tomorrow night's games. All right? So that's if you want to tune in and check out our lineups. We've been doing pretty well. I suggest that you pay attention.
Regular.
All right? Let's get into it. Monday Night Football. Here we go. Vikings minus 5.5. That was the line we got at the Bears. Vikings minus 5.5. So that was from Thursday. All right, that's the line we locked in on. DFS, though, for the people that usually tune in early on the show, we had our DFS lineups for this game posted earlier this afternoon on Instagram. Be sure to check that. I want to give a shout out, though, before we get into some prop bets. And a reminder of our game picks. I'm going to give a shout out. Paul's won his Sunday afternoon contest. That's 2 of the last 4, right? Mm-hmm. But most of all, I'm sorry, Paul's, because normally we'd be, this is your chance.
I understand. It's okay.
But
Philly Phil.
We got filled again.
Pause.
2 times.
2 times.
Double time.
Rounds.
Fucking round.
2 times Philly Phil.
I'm sitting here
this
looking
weekend.
for the fucking applause button for myself. I'm such a piece of shit. Hold on.
See that?
There we go.
That margin of
That's
error
for me.
right there. See that little error? That little margin of error was Phil losing by 0.32. He almost swept us for the weekend.
Oh.
He lost to Mikey Pauls.
He held it down for us.
He lost by 0.32. He almost won 3 straight. We're supposed to be the experts. Maybe Phil knows a thing or two.
I didn't know that I lost. I won
Calculated.
until you texted that.
Hey,
today.
I've been saying his lineups have been fire. That's what I'm trying to say. If you listen to us, you're going to make money. All right? We do well.
Godfarb says I don't overthink shit. That's true. That's
It's facts. It's facts.
I don't know where I got my overthinking from then. I overthink like a motherfucker.
Regular.
It's real shit.
So, okay. So there's the shout out portion. All right. A reminder of our game picks, though. So me and Nick, we both have the Vikings both ways, money line and spread. Paul's, he has the Vikings money line and Bears against the spread.
I'm 2-0.
Well, we'll see. I'm actually thinking, I think you're going to win the week on the picks, but I will give that update at another time.
Well, he took the Browns too.
Yeah, he did. Shout out.
I took him to win.
I think you did. Yeah, you always do.
Yeah, Browns.
No, but I think we knew about the whole
Oh, no,
situation.
you didn't.
I took the Raiders.
Oh, shit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I know what the fuck
That's
I'm
why they're
doing.
winning then.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. Shit.
My bad.
Actually, I do have it open. Pauls, you are leading in money line. It looks like everyone's in position to still win, actually, because we got 3 and a quarter left in the game, right? Got a quarter in the Browns game.
It's over.
It's over now?
The Raiders won 16-14 on a late field goal.
Wow.
Yep.
How far was the field goal?
47 yards, I think.
Son of a bitch, I'm playing against him.
Daniel Carlson, yeah, he's been kicking lights out this year.
know.
I know, man. Well, there you go. So all of us won on that pick. Mike, you had the Browns on the spread. There you go. And guess you won on that too. We had -4.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's so regular.
That's a good night. See, listen to our picks. All righty. And now for the prop bets. We got prop bets for tonight's other game, Vikings at Bears. All right, Nick.
Let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
Monday Night Football. Prop bets. We're going to start off with the quarterbacks. Justin Fields over under 204.5 passing yards. Kirk Cousins over under 264.5 passing yards. I got over for Justin Fields and under for Captain Kirk.
Give me over for both.
I'm going to say over for both, too.
Both quarterbacks over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. I got under for Fields and I got over for Kirk.
Give me over on both of those too.
I'm going over with both, too.
You guys think it's going to be a high-scoring affair?
It could be. It could be.
We'll see. Let's go back to the running backs. Dalvin Cook over under 93.5 rushing yards. David Montgomery over under 60.5 rushing yards. I'm going over for Cook and I'm going under for Montgomery.
I'll do under on Cook and over for Montgomery. Although that Montgomery line has me confused. That's really low for him, I feel like. 60
They must be
yards?
thinking that the game script's going to be unfavorable. So I am going over on Dalvin Cook because nobody can stop this man right now. He was running wild last week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take the under on David Montgomery for the same reason. I think there's going to be a higher scoring affair, a lot of throwing tonight.
How about Justin Fields over under 43.5 rushing yards? I got the overs for that.
43.5?
Yep.
I'll say under.
He runs a lot.
All right. I'll still say under.
All right.
I'll take the over. It's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
That's a
Should be
close one.
Yeah. Wide receivers, Darnell Mooney over under 52.5 receiving yards. Justin Jefferson over under 96.5 receiving yards. I got over for both.
So do I.
Me too. Me 3.
Cole Kmet over under 30.5 receiving yards. Tyler Conklin over under 28.5 receiving yards. I got the over for Kmet and I got the unders for Conklin.
I'm going to say under for Kmet and over for Conklin.
That's what I was going to do too, Mike.
Follow me.
So we're the opposite of Nick. I think Conklin might have a pretty decent game. Like 50 yards for him. That would be pretty decent. 5-6 catches.
I like Conklin.
Not bad.
I actually really like Kmet.
Yeah, they're both good players.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to be utilized a little bit more, but he's a really good player.
Agreed.
For sure. So my parlay of the game for the props is Kirk Cousins under 264.5 passing yards. Cole Kmet over 30.5 receiving yards. That's my parlay of tonight's game. Follow it.
That's your boy.
Free gas.
Free gas. You're right.
You have him in your DFS lineup too, Cole Kmet, right?
Yeah.
That's your boy, man. He's
I
good
like
though.
him. I really like him.
Really...
He's got a lot of upside. It's just like he just needs
does.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. Why don't you answer to that?
Sorry to hear that, Nick.
he's starting early.
It's all right.
He is.
Good.
We need
Believe
him.
me, Tom, I saw your Kyler comment already. I'll be going off on him today too. Don't you worry.
Looking forward to it.
I like Cole Kmet.
Oh yeah, me too.
He's a good player.
He is good. They got to use him more.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's Monday Night Football. And the Raiders won. The Raiders beat the Browns. So that's the first half of our Monday show. Okay. Now we're moving on. NFL Week 15 recap. Oh, you hear this shit? I was begging Phil to add this. Pause. I knew Mike was going to say that. But really, I've been saying, man, we need the NFL primetime shit. Okay. Fantasy football playoffs round 1. Hope everybody did well. A lot of our streamers did really well. Just going to put that out there. Hunter Henry.
Russ. He's playing awesome, man.
Yeah.
He's getting 11 targets a game.
I know.
So.
I know. So I hope people were listening. But we have our studs and duds of the week. All right? You guys know the drill. I will start us off. We got a little stack here. Tyler Huntley and Mark Andrews. That's your cue.
What?
Philly Phil?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the fucking sound effects and shit, and I got like 97 of them now. Like quite literally, there's like that many.
See, people, this is what you gotta, This is what we bargained for here. We got you some more music, but now you got to wait a second.
Okay, there you go. But there you go.
Studs! Studs! Did you guys see the Ravens stat lines?
It was ridiculous.
I mean, I'm trying to open it up right now. I should have already had this. That's on me.
I mean, Huntley had what,
Gotta clean that
36
shit
fantasy
up.
points?
Yeah,
Dude, if
It
you
was
picked
ridiculous.
up, I mean, he was recommended on a couple websites. If you picked him up, Tyler Huntley had 36 fantasy points. He had 4 total touchdowns, and he had just roughly under 300 total yards.
Dude, he looked good.
And he looks good.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like an NFL quarterback. That's a compliment. A good backup at that. I mean, that's a good Packers team. And then you got Mark Andrews, again, just going off. Mark Andrews, 10 for 136 and 2 tutties. 35.6 points, guys.
We need to start putting him in the Kelsey Kittle conversation.
He's been right there this whole
Yeah, he
season.
has.
He is.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
far
He's
as
for
fantasy
real.
points go, he might have
Yeah.
passed him.
He's really good.
He might
He's
be
a
number
beast.
1 in fantasy points. He's
got
on my fantasy team. Thank you very much.
He's got hands.
He's
dude.
on
He
my
can catch.
radar.
Yo, that diving touchdown was sick.
I know.
Okay. But next, we're going to move on, all right? Hold on. So, you guys want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll go. My fantasy stud of the week is
Oh.
Brandon Cooks.
Hold your stud of the week. Let's go through the list. The list first.
You got a list?
Yeah. We got a list of players. Hold on one sec. Here, I'll go through it.
Go ahead, brother.
We got a Buck stack. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, and Gronk. Phil? What the hell happened?
It was just a weird game. I can't even describe it.
There's not even an explanation for the stats. If you had either of those three in the fantasy playoffs, you're likely shot right now.
Yeah, you're pretty much.
One of my opponents had
Done.
2 of those 3.
How many points did he have last night, Tom Brady?
6, I think.
200 yards or something passing.
I will never,
interception.
for the life of me, understand it. We'll get more into that later. Okay. So there's the first dud. Next, we got a Chief stack. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Phil's getting trigger happy, and Tyreek Hill. Studs.
Kelsey's my stud of the week. I mean, what he
There you
did
go.
in overtime, 10 catches on 13 targets with 191 yards. I mean, he's unbelievable.
They just went off. It was like a track meet.
It was crazy because he had like 7 points or 8 points like leading into the fourth quarter,
Right.
and then he finished with 40. It was just like
And
unreal.
he was not able to be tackled. He just looked like he had an extra gear to him, right?
Yeah.
That was the best that he looked all year.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
But
Yeah, no
that was
doubt.
the best the Chiefs offense looked in some time. That quarter and a half right there. That was the best they looked in a while. It looked like vintage Chiefs, all right? We got a Bengal stack next. Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, Phil. Poopy. Okay. Joe Mixon only had like 50-something rushing yards, and Jamar Chase literally 1 point, I think, in fantasy.
Not even in our league.
Not even.
0.8.
I think it
0.8.
was. So
One-
there you go.
one
I
catch
mean,
for 3 yards.
that's another dud. A dud stack. We got stacks. They're all in groups this
He
week.
put up that Marco's stat line.
Oh shit.
Next, we got a group of random running backs. If you pick these guys up as streamers, you're looking good. Craig Reynolds, Duke Johnson, Jeff Wilson Jr., Phil.
There we go.
I was gonna do it for you.
Craig Reynolds, guys. You know who's been talking him up? Adam Schefter. 2 weeks in a row, he said, put him in your lineup. This week, he doubled down. He said, I have him in 2 of my playoff lineups. This man ran for over 100 yards against the Cardinals. Okay? Duke Johnson, he just got added. Duke Johnson over 100 yards. The Dolphins haven't had a 100-yard rusher in years, it feels like.
Somebody did a bet for $35. Duke Johnson to score 2 touchdowns, the Texans to win, and the Lions to win, and won $46,000.
Oh, my God.
Off $35.
I mean,
It was a simulation.
Nobody
It's
even-
a robot. That's not a real person. I
nobody
stand by
even
that.
knew that he was going to be starting, right? I didn't know that. They said everybody was back.
I didn't even know he was on the Jets.
Robots.
I'm not gonna sit here and cap though. Like nobody's gonna put Craig Reynolds into their fantasy lineup in the playoffs. It's just not gonna happen.
I scooped him up on my bench knowing he's got a weak matchup next week.
I'm not starting a man named Craig Reynolds in fantasy
not
playoffs.
a
Yo,
household
guess
name.
where he went? Do you guys know where he went to school?
I'm not doing it.
You're not going to believe this shit. Kutztown University
Shit.
Oh wow.
in Pennsylvania, D3. Kutztown.
Well, go him.
Old
2 weeks
Craig.
in a row, though. 2 weeks in a row he went off.
Old
And then
Craig.
Jeff Wilson Jr. over 100 yards and a tutty. All right. Lastly, this is an RB1 trio. Alvin Kamara, Najee Harris, Cordero Patterson. Phil? Man.
Damn, when the E get here?
I mean, It's so disappointing. These guys combined, literally, they didn't even cross 10 points, the three of them together. These are guys that you've been counting on all season, and they let you down when it mattered most.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, what do you do? Like, if you have Cordell Patterson and then you have Schefter saying pick up Craig Reynolds and you pick him up, are you going to start him over Patterson? It's like, what do you do?
Even if you started Craig Reynolds, that's a bad move. Even if he
I
went off
agree.
and you bet, that's a bad move. That's not a good
flex.
move.
There's people with injuries and COVID.
No. I was just saying, like, if you picked up Craig Reynolds and you have Cordell Patterson and you bench Cordell Patterson and start Craig Reynolds, I don't care if he scored 50 points. That's a bad move.
You
I agree with you.
Well, I'm going to tell you, 99% of the time, Cordell Patterson was started in that situation. Craig Reynolds, though, was started as a flex by some teams this week.
Cordell Patterson, I think, is like the 8th ranked running back this year in fantasy.
He's amazing.
Been phenomenal. So now, guys, Mike, you kind of tipped it. I cut Nick off on this. All right, stud of the week, and it doesn't have to be the people listed above. Who you got?
I got Brandon Cooks. The man had 7 catches on 10 targets with 102 receiving yards and 2 tutties against the Jags. The man went off, and he produced. He's been doing that all year. We spoke about him last week, and he's still producing. So, hats off to him. It doesn't matter who his quarterback is.
I swear,
Davis Mills. It doesn't matter. He's been producing this year, and he's been excellent. So that's my fantasy stud of the week.
Yep.
Mike, and you said Travis Kelce, and I'm going Mark Andrews because I just alluded to it. He was on my team, and I mean, I'm in position to win right now. I was the 4th seed. I'm facing the 1 seed. We'll see. Pending some results from these other handful of games. Monday, Tuesday. We're not used to this shit. All right. Dud of the week. Who wants it first?
Well, I had Jamar Chase, but if you want to put in the stack with other Bengals wide receivers, I will put T. Higgins in there as well. Only producing 3.8 fantasy points, PPR fantasy points, and it was really disappointing for the Bengals wide receivers in general.
Yeah,
and they still won. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they usually put up double digits each at least. So, at least what 15 or so.
I mean, at least get like 8-9 points.
Yeah, but 3.8,
unbelievable. 0.8
by Jamar Chase. That's 4.6. Between those 2 lethal wide receivers that are top 20 in ESPN rankings every week. It was just a really bad week. So
yeah, mine was Jamar Chase too. I don't really see a way around what he did. I mean, he was
he's non-existent.
Yeah, and he's
literally
unbelievable.
Well, look, guys, I was gonna call out the Bucs and Tom Brady because I literally said, like, man, they're gonna go out and show him. He don't lose 4 in a row in the regular season to any team. I thought he was going to have a 3-touchdown performance. I believe that's what I said on Thursday. But I'm going to save you from that because I promise you, I dish it out to my people too. Special mention here. Kyler Murray, dud of the week for me. All right? 257 passing yards.
Play that applause.
This is for you. This is for you guys. All right?
I know.
Tom Brady played
Play that
worse.
applause, please.
But this is for you guys. There you go. This is for you too, Tom. All right?
Yeah.
Unacceptable. Because you know what? Even though the Bucs, I mean, that was horrendous. The Saints defense has been pretty good this year. There's no excuse for that either. But this is the Lions, okay? You were the number 1 seed in football, and you show up. You put up 12 points.
They didn't show up.
My
issue is
12.58 fantasy points, 1 tutty, 1 pick, 257 yards. That's unacceptable. I don't care.
It's going to be even sweeter when Carson Wentz makes my Christmas evening and they lose to the Colts on Saturday. I know I'm getting ahead of myself.
I know.
That's fine. But
I'll be rooting for them.
What made yesterday worse was I had the Cardinals in a teaser as a pick. And this dude comes out there and goes right back to Kyler Mayfield.
Now, don't get ahead of yourself there. Mikey.
Wait a minute. What do
You're doing great.
Wait.
Don't go backwards.
What do Davis Mills, Jared Goff, Tyler Huntley, and Nick Mullins have in common? They all outplayed Kyler Murray this week.
Facts. Guess who else they outplayed?
Who?
Say it. Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, but that was an anomaly. Kyler's regular after October.
That was an anomaly. But there you go.
Man, it was beautiful watching that.
I mean, look, we'll get more into that in a little bit, but I told you I was going to be fair, okay? That's what we do here. So that is our Week 15 studs and duds of the week. All right? So now we're going to go around the league a little bit before we get into our segment of facts or cap, okay? See that little... I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's not for us, by the way. We'll get there, okay? We'll get there. So we're going to do a little around the world here. We're going to go through the results and just kind of preview this a little bit. We got to explain what's going on in the playoff picture. There's a lot of shit going on, all right? So, right now, I mean, tonight, the Raiders just beat the Browns. They're both 7-7. They're both in a playoff hunt. I'm bringing up the playoff standings. So they're both actually not holding down a spot, okay?
The Bills are in right now.
The Bills are in right now as a 7 seed. The Steelers, okay? The Steelers defeated. Oh, my God, I just had a brain fart. The Steelers defeated. Can you guys help
the
me?
Tennessee Titans, 19-13.
See, I'm so forgetful of this because I said tighten up.
Psychotic upset of the week.
You guys did? Did you guys call that your psychotic upset?
I think Nick had that.
No,
I
Nick
did.
had the
I did.
Jets.
You had the Steelers too, right?
Yeah, I picked Pitt.
So now the Titans are the 3 seed. They dropped down, okay? They had a chance to take the 1 seed. The Steelers are, half game out, it looks like. All right, Ravens lost. That was an exciting game. Ravens-Packers. The Packers overtake the 1 seed in the NFC. The Ravens fall out of the playoffs. They're out entirely right now. This was the team we chose as our 1 seed.
I don't want to talk about that.
All 3 of us mid-season, okay?
Talk about being caught up in the moment.
So the Bengals win. The Bengals leapfrog them, and they are now in the 4 seed. They are leading the AFC North, okay? The Patriots lose. The Chiefs go up to number 1. We kind of previewed that a little bit last show. I don't remember what you guys said, but the Colts won. They're holding down the 5 seed, okay? What else we got? We got the Dolphins are hanging in there. They won. The Jets gave them a tough one right there. Nick, you were so close.
Yeah.
You were going to be the most popular person on social media. They were so close. They gave the Dolphins a run for their money, okay?
Second half killed them. 21-7, getting outscored. That was brutal.
Broncos lose, they fall, okay? Cowboys win. They move up to the 2 seed with the Bucs loss. The Bucs are now the 3 seed. The Cardinals drop from 1 to 4.
Regular.
Okay? It's crazy. See all this movement? The
fall from
Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The Saints are back. The Saints are now the 7 seed.
I feel like the whole league for the 1 through 7 seeds in the AFC and the NFC, it's 1 game.
It's week to week.
Every week, the whole standings are moving up
It's
and down.
crazy.
Most parity ever
Yeah.
in the league. I believe this is the most teams with 6 or more wins in NFL history at this point of the season. I
The
believe that's the
AFC
stat.
from the 3rd seed down is 8 and 6, or 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
I mean, the only team that's really been consistent has been the Green Bay Packers.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, what Tom just said. The playoffs are going to be awesome this year.
I know. So now, pending the results of the rest of the games, I mean, the only way the Saints lose that spot is, I believe, if Washington or the Eagles win. One of the 2. Okay? And then the Vikings are still in it, too. So, other than that, I mean, that's the whole league shifting right there.
The Vikings got a big game tonight. They're playing right now. They're playing the Bears.
The Bears.
So this is a big game for them. They need to win.
They can't afford their usual Viking move where they don't show up in...
Primetime Kirk?
Yeah.
I don't even know why I picked them to win. I never.
You want to know why? Because they won last week against the Steelers. That's why you did it. But I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. The Bears have been playing pretty decent. Justin Fields is getting better. So we'll see. But, I mean, basically, everything that I just said to you guys, the league just flipped upside down in 1 week.
I didn't even know Dallas went into the 2nd seed yesterday.
Yeah.
Because now they have one more win than the Bucs. Is that
No,
why?
they're all 3. So the Cowboys, Bucs, and Cardinals are tied, but they have the tiebreak over them based on winning percentage in conference games.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what it was.
Crazy,
'Cause
right?
I was confused because the Bucs beat them, so I thought the Bucs would be the 2nd seed.
And then the Bucs got the advantage on the Cardinals due to strength of victory. That's the tiebreaker right there.
All right, cool.
So the whole league just flipped upside down.
Yeah.
All right. So we just kind of previewed it a little bit, but now, guys, and stay tuned, by the way. This is just crazy. Week to week shit. The parody's insane. We're loving it, though.
Yeah, next week it'll be somebody different.
It'll be the same
Like,
thing.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So
Watch this team.
Yep.
Same
I mean,
shit.
and this is the first time where like the top seeds too. This is the first change in the top seeds in a while. So now though, guys, we're going into facts or cap. That was our preview for this segment. Okay, this is our big segment of the night. So facts meaning facts, straight up. All right, true. Cap meaning false. All right, very simple. You guys ready?
Let's do it, brother.
The winner of the NFC West will be a team besides the Cardinals. Facts or cap?
It's facts.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's facts.
Unsurprisingly, I want to know what Nick says.
I can't wait to watch it too. I can't wait.
So is it for you? Is it because the Cardinals are playing like shit, or is it because the Rams might have turned it around? The 49ers are hot right now. Like, what is it for you?
Partially that, and the Cardinals have a really, really tough schedule to end this season. They play the Colts on Saturday, then they play the Cowboys, and then the Seahawks or the Niners, one of them. But I know it's a division game.
Seahawks, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really tough 3-game stretch. Really,
Got that right.
And now Kyler doesn't have his A1.
That showed up a lot, by the way. I didn't think it would be as big of a deal in that game, but it showed up a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Kirk still played really well. He had a good game. But I mean, it's DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
So they're in a really tough spot to finish out the year.
And look at that. I mean, the first game Chase Edmonds comes back, they did not run the ball very well as a unit. Right?
I agree. I'm saying no cap. Is Matthew Stafford still there? Aaron Donald still there? Jalen Ramsey still there? Cooper Kupp still playing? Yeah, give me the Rams. The Rams are going to win the division. They play Seahawks tomorrow. They play the Vikings, Ravens, and the 49ers to end the season. I like their schedule against the Cardinals to finish it out, and I think they're going to win the division, and they're going to be scary in the playoffs because Cooper Kupp's a monster, and it's virtually unguardable at this point. If they can get a run game going, they're going to be really tough to beat in the playoffs, especially with that defense. So.
And look at all the players they got back for the game tomorrow night, too. I mean, the pushback in that game really benefited the Rams.
The game last week that they won with all those players out, those are like galvanizing moments that you can build on. And it couldn't have come at a perfect time for them because it's late in the season, right when the playoffs are looming. That's how you get hot and you build confidence and you start getting like cohesiveness together and stuff like that. So
and
I'm
honestly,
really looking forward to them getting started.
I mean, so I'm gonna say Cap. I'm still sticking with the Cardinals, okay? But I mean, last week that was the backbreaker.
That's the shield talking.
No, it's not. I think it's the talent on the roster, slightly better. Although I'm a little worried about the D-Hop loss, okay? But listen to this though. Last week I think was the backbreaker. It shattered their confidence when you give your division rival a breath of fresh air. And I mean, that was the game of the season for them. That was it right there. They win that, they're coasting. They're probably winning out.
Probably.
Now, I mean, you're in a slide here. You lose to the Lions. You don't show up. You're looking past them. And you got 2 tough games in a row. It's not going to be easy. We're going to find out on Saturday. Basically,
and their last game against the Seahawks isn't going to be easy either.
No. I mean, the Seahawks are still alive, technically.
Yeah, and the
Seahawks win tomorrow. Suddenly, you're looking at a team. They went out. They got the 7th seed.
And that could be Russ's last game as a Seahawk.
And
that could be
Nick,
crazy.
I was just getting ready to say that, dude. Russ does have something to play for.
Absolutely.
And now seedings matter.
Yeah,
seedings matter. The Cardinals aren't going to have a cakewalk to the 1 seed. It was looking that way for a while, but they picked the wrong time to play bad.
Sure did.
I'm sticking with it for now, but confidence shattered. Definitely. All right. The Saints gave the rest of the league the blueprint to stop the Bucs offense. Facts or cap?
Cat.
You're not concerned?
Not really. It's the same team that does it that's done it for 2 years.
I know Nick's answer. I'm looking at it.
It's the same team that's done it for 2 years. I'd be more concerned that Evans is banged up. You just lost Godwin for the year. And AB does come back, though, so that does help. But
couldn't happen at a better time, right?
I don't think there's only been one team that's done that to them. Granted, it's been 4 times, but I don't know. I was telling Nick this earlier. I don't necessarily know if Bruce Arians shows everything to them during the regular season.
Wouldn't be surprised
because they last year they smoked them in the playoffs.
But this was such an important game for seeding purposes, though.
Yeah, no. I'm not. All right, that's true. I know what you're saying. Yeah, you got that's a good point. But
it ain't preseason.
It's cat.
Yeah. It is for Tom Brady.
yeah, it is. But I'm not there yet. It happens. He just looked like shit. That's all it is. It looked like shit.
Poor execution. They didn't execute well. Gronk probably had his worst game ever. They just look out of sync. But I expect them to be back. They have Brady at the helm.
That's a good loss for them. I'm dead serious. That's a good loss.
I'm going Cap as well. This may remove them. They're not out of the 1 seed race. But it would have been looking really fine for them if they did win this one. It's Tom Brady. That's it. I'm not seeking any other truths here.
Until I see otherwise, I'm never like that. Like yesterday, it was just like you're watching it and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They did this last year. That's my rationale. They did this last year.
2C, 3C, it doesn't matter.
And then they beat the Saints in the playoffs. And it's not like the Saints. I mean, I highly doubt the Saints get in. It's possible.
They could.
I mean, that was a big win for them. On the flip side, that was a major win.
The only thing that is concerning is, like, you couldn't score 10 points to beat them against Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
So it's just like and then like
At home, by
and
the
last
way.
time it was
At
Trevor.
home, where they don't lose. They
Yeah,
don't
and
lose
it's
at
like
home.
Trevor Siemian. Like, what is it with Tom Brady and losing to garbage QBs?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
He's not the type to lay down to any team, so it's inexplicable, really. It was a bad loss.
Yeah, it happens.
But they'll turn it around.
I don't think it was
around.
any due to like him laying down to any teams.
No,
I
he
think
never
it was
does.
just a bad game.
Right.
Like it happens. I mean, the Saints just have his number. It's weird.
Yeah, he got to hang him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They got a pretty easy schedule the rest of the way. They'll probably win out.
They have to.
Okay, that's pretty good. You want to read this? This is your
Flower
brother,
seeds,
Mike.
poppy seeds, pumpkin seeds, don't matter. Brady will be in the last game of the season. I can't see the fuck with the lights.
He's got a point. All right,
He's
next. Next. The Ravens are going to miss the playoffs.
Facts.
Facts or cap?
Facts. That's facts, dude.
Remember the last time we were confident about the direction of this team, we were dead wrong.
No, but the last two games, I mean, I get it. Like, you're asking your guys if they want to go for it and stuff. And when you're in the moment and your emotions and your adrenaline's going, you say yeah, but you got to take those field goals, man. You're in the middle of a playoff race. Lamar got hurt this week. You got Tyler Huntley, who just played the game of his life. What if you get the ball first?
Exactly. I agree with you.
I mean, the first one with Lamar, I could get it. It's you put the ball in the hands of your best player. This week you did it with your second string quarterback, and it's just like you ran the same play as last week and it didn't work. And they're 2 for 7 this year, going for 2.
And it cost them 2 losses.
Yeah, big
That
loss.
could be their season. Right.
Absolutely. So I'm
Nick, what do you think?
gonna say the Ravens are missing the playoffs, and they play the Bengals, who are very fucking tough, and they're playing on the road in Cincy. Then they play the Rams at home, and then they play the Steelers to finish it out. So they got a tough schedule, and the Steelers are gonna be
that's
playing
tough.
a lot. That last game could be a playoff spot between the Steelers and the Ravens.
That could be 3 losses.
It could be. But the Steelers and the Ravens, that could be the playoff spot for the 7th seed.
I mean, every single team is alive in that division.
Because I think the Bengals and the Browns still play in 2 weeks.
Yep.
So
We
that's
got
going to
all
be a big
divisional games pretty much
that's
the
gonna
rest
be
of the way.
That's gonna
For
be a
most of
fun. That's gonna be a fun for the AFC North.
I'll be honest. I really like this Bengals team, though. They're tough. They run the football. Joey B, he's got some toughness.
I love
to
him, man.
You know what it is? It's weird. Like, all 4 teams in this division play an NFC North kind of style now. They're all
yeah.
like tough, hard-nosed teams. They're never
awesome.
an easy out. It don't matter who's missing. With that being said, for me, I'm gonna say cap. But wow, what a fall from grace for the Ravens. The injuries, man, they just keep racking up for this team every week. The effort they put up was valiant. I had no problem with them going for 2. I think I didn't like the play call. And by the way, Marquise Brown was open, and there was a window where Mark Andrews was open. I think Tyler Huntley actually rushed the play a little bit.
He's never been in that
Overall,
situation.
though, like, I didn't like that you cut half the field there by rolling out to the right. I would have rather him stand in the pocket. You got an option to roll out left or right and run it in
or
as
he's run
well.
straight like a draw.
Exactly. Like, I just didn't love the play, I'll be honest. But this team, I mean, John Harbaugh's thinking is, well, I mean, we gave him all we had. I'll show him confidence and throw our guys in there. But I don't think internally he was confident they could hang in much longer. Really, it's just that situation.
But you got to play for overtime. When you got a backup quarterback, anything can happen. You got to take the extra point and go to overtime. You have
And
to.
especially when you're in
you
a
have to.
playoff race.
Given that you just blew it and you're not performing well on the 2-point conversion, I understand. I
Absolutely.
would have rather gone to overtime. I was just saying I didn't have a problem with it. I would have gone to overtime too. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, they played 4 tough quarters, so I think that they're going to have some resolve and figure this out. I think they're going to win both of the division games. And they'll probably lose the Ram game because right now, like for me,
I think Rams are going to torch them.
yeah, that's going to be a tough one. But like for me, it's the Bengals offense looks broken and the Steelers offense is broken. So for me, it's like, okay, it'll probably be a tight game. I trust the Ravens a little bit more. And normally I'd say coaching wise too, but that, John Harbaugh could have changed the entire season, these couple of games. So anyway.
Speaking of broken, though,
Go ahead,
the
go ahead.
Steelers, like, isn't it crazy how they won 7
yeah.
games with this roster? I mean, like, it
Coaching.
just goes to show you the coaching matters.
Mike Tomlin's the man.
and the talent is there. They just haven't really put it all together You know what I mean?
If they find a way to, if Ben could just find a way to improve like minimally, look out. They're a tough out.
also-
They're a
he's
tough
got to
out.
improve his mobility.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
They got to
He's
get the
hitting.
run game going again. The run game's dead right now.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I mean, that's going to be crucial for them if they want to get in. People are trolling Howie Roseman in the chat right now. You see this? Justin Jefferson just scored.
He's a
the
pile of
usual. The usual.
He's a pile of
beast.
shit.
That's pretty
Jay
funny.
Jeff's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
Meanwhile,
he's
we
unreal.
have a 2-foot kick returner that doesn't return kicks and can't catch.
Trying to keep my blood pressure low.
And the guy that chose him over Justin Jefferson is in charge of 3 first-round picks. I can't wait.
2017, we won a Super Bowl. We won a Super Bowl. Okay, we're moving on.
I cannot wait.
No one needs that. No one needs
I
it.
can't wait for us to take 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get the
Don't-
factory.
Mike,
going.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Factory.
All right. Next up. I'm doing this for us, I swear. Next up. The Packers are the best team in the NFL. Facts or cap?
No cap. They are the best team right now in the NFL. They've been consistent every single week. They rarely have a letdown game, and they just take care of business. So I'm gonna say
Even over your Bucks?
right now, yes, they are. They're
I respect the hell out of that.
because
I respect you.
well, the Bucks lost Godwin for the season, so that definitely
Major.
hurts. Yeah, they get AB back, but the way they're constructed, they need all 3.
Yeah, Godwin
just-
plays slot.
Right, exactly. So who's going to play the slot receiver for the Bucks?
Scotty.
And he played really well last year. So we'll see. But right now, it's definitely the Green Bay Packers. Their defense didn't look. They look pretty shaky against the Ravens, but again, there's not much film on Tyler Huntley to begin with. So they were trying to figure him out, and then that happened. So, but for me, I'm not really worried about the Packers. I think they are actually the best team in the NFL, and they have a really good chance to go to the Super Bowl and actually win it.
I'm saying cap. And I think right now it's the Chiefs. I really do. Their defense is playing good. Kelsey looked good. He looked like his old self again. Patrick Mahomes is starting to come alive again. So right now I think it's the Chiefs. And I think they're healthier than the Packers, too. Packers had a lot of injuries throughout the year.
They are healthier right now.
And to win without, what's-his-face, the guy on the line, I can't think of his name. He was out with
Chris
COVID.
Jones.
Chris Jones. He was out
Major.
with COVID. They can win in a shootout. They won close scoring games. So to me, I'm all in with the Chiefs.
So
right
the
now.
offense turning the corner in that fourth quarter overtime really made a
To
difference for
me,
you.
yeah, because to me, those are like galvanizing moments that propel you to win. And right now, I think that's where the Chiefs are.
So I love both of your analysis on that. That was really good. I am going to say facts. Keywords right now. Facts. The Packers are the best team in the NFL. Why? I can't really find any weaknesses. And this is with players missing. You're missing David Bakhtiari. He's an all-pro left tackle. He might be the best in the league. He's been missing. You're missing Jair Alexander. Top 5 corner, okay? You're missing the starting center. You're missing Zadarius Smith, okay? These are impact top-notch players in the league.
They got injuries.
Top-notch. And this team has shown no weakness at all. The blocking's been great. The defense has been mostly great. They had a down game this game, okay? The offense is scoring points. Aaron Rodgers is a fucking machine. Like,
He's playing awesome.
and
Yeah.
the run game for me. So the reason why I picked them over the Chiefs, the run game is a bit better right now. And I think when Alexander gets back, they got the lockdown corner for the playoffs. So that's it for me. But they're close. So I like that you mentioned them, Mike. But I'm in agreement with Nick. Facts. The Packers are the best team in NFL right now. They got the record to prove it.
Yeah, just like you mentioned. I mean, I love their running back situation with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon.
That's a 1-2
Dillon
punch.
is
Yeah.
a bruiser, and you got Aaron Jones out the backfield. He
shifty
can
guy.
catch. Yeah,
And he's
exactly.
getting healthy.
And he's
getting
a
healthy.
Pro Bowl running back. So,
Stud.
And then I think the X factor for the Packers moving forward, and this is going to sound crazy, but I think it's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
That was
He's been
major.
playing pretty well.
So is
And
He's his field stretcher.
right, exactly. And then you have Devontae Adams on the other side. He commands a lot of attention, so he should get a lot of opportunities too.
and not for nothing, Lazard isn't really a slouch.
No.
I really don't think so. I think he's a nice wide receiver too.
Yeah.
They're rolling right now, guys. Last one, though. Last one of the night. This is a good one. I know everybody's waiting for it. They were asking for it in the comments. Okay. The NFL MVP race. is open again.
Yeah.
Facts or cap?
Total facts. Total facts, dude. It's wide open. I'm gonna.
We were shutting it down a week ago.
I think right now it's
Crazy.
like I think it's totally wide open right now. Mm-hmm. If Jonathan Taylor goes out and shreds the Cardinals, he should be the MVP favorite. I'm dead ass serious because he is. If Carson Wentz doesn't make dumb mistakes, they are so hard to beat with the style of football they play. And I just think that if you take Jonathan Taylor off that team, they probably got 4 or 5 wins. To be honest, and that's coming from somebody who literally loves Carson
So
Wentz.
for you, Mike, is Jonathan Taylor number 2 in the rankings? Is that what you're saying, or is he number? Who is your?
I'm between him
don't-
now. It's like Rodgers and him are like 1A and 1B, and Brady's right there too. But when you get shut out like that's narrative building stuff. That sucks. Like that
Timing was poor.
That puts a dent into what he was doing, into his great season, and it sucks. And Aaron Rodgers keeps rolling. Like if he would have lost yesterday, Aaron Rodgers, that would have put a dent in his MVP case because they would have said that he lost to a backup quarterback. And Jonathan Taylor just ran wild. Jonathan Taylor probably would be the betting favorite this morning. So I just feel like if you take Jonathan Taylor off the Colts, I mean, he's running like AP did with Christian Ponder that year in 2012. Was it?
He's phenomenal.
Yeah,
He's
so
good.
I'm all in on JT, and I think it would be really cool for a running back to win it. It's not a quarterback award. So
Nick.
No cap. It's definitely open. I would go with Jonathan Taylor as well.
Wow.
Yeah, right now. I mean, you take him off the Colts. The Colts are probably what, a 4-win team? About just about. I mean, Carson Wentz he's throwing for 57 yards, completing 5 passes.
Yeah, that was
and beating
unacceptable.
The Patriots.
and how many points did they score?
It don't matter. He had 57 passing yards. That's the bottom line. But the
Bro,
bottom line is,
I was using it to your
bottom line-
advantage. All right, go fuck
no,
yourself.
no. The bottom
Yep,
line
go
is
fuck yourself.
The bottom line is Jonathan Taylor is running that team, and that's just what it is. And they're a scary team because if you can control the clock and you can run the football, you got a good recipe, and they have a good defense too.
Louder.
Yeah, they're good, man.
All right, guys. I am saying facts as well. It's wide open. And this is a week. Is it me? Did I curse Tom Brady? I don't know. Because, I mean, I literally said last week, Tom Brady's leading. Right? Took me a while. I think I might have said that for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't remember. But Aaron Rodgers just won't stop right now. Jonathan Taylor just won't stop right now. It's literally a 3-horse race. I'll just preview it. We're going to talk about this on Thursday, okay?
What if the
But-
Chiefs went out?
Hold that thought. The betting odds, right? Tom Brady is still the favorite. Aaron Rodgers is this close. And then Jonathan Taylor is a distant third for some reason. This is just betting odds, okay? I don't have the exact in front of me, but it was like plus 130, then plus 160, 170, and then it was like plus 1,200 for Jonathan Taylor. A little out of whack, right? You would think that it's a little bit closer.
Rodgers was the betting favorite today, and then it was
Well,
Brady
earlier
second, I
today,
thought.
it was Brady by a hair.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I wonder if that's due to like current record.
I don't know.
Because if the Colts, if they somehow get a wild card spot, don't win division, but Jonathan Taylor's still going off, then I wonder if that's due to record.
And that's the other thing. Aaron Rodgers has the pathway with the number 1 seed right now, the best record in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ripe for the taking for Brady. He could have locked it down with probably 2 touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah.
3, it would have been like, oh, well, this is case closed. It's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. We are going to table that, though, for Thursday when we do our end of season predictions. This is great. I love the music. Absolutely love it. All right? That's all we got tonight. We're going to have our DFS stuff, okay? We're going to have a live stream of our DFS for Tuesday night's games, so tomorrow night's games. It's a 2-game special. We're going to have a live show after this. So probably, I would say roughly, 9 o'clock-ish. If you guys want to tune in, we'll share that.
Talk
All
some
right.
DFS.
Yep, we're going to talk some DFS, the usual, okay? But yeah, Thursday, end of season predictions, division winners, wild cards, seedings, award winners, teams to make the NFC Championship, Super Bowl MVP, all that shit. The same stuff we did in preseason, the same stuff we did in midseason. This is the last chance, guys. This is the last chance to get it right. Let's see what we do, okay? And then we got our usual Week 16 game picks on Thursday. All right?
I can't wait for Thursday.
And don't forget, lastly, don't forget to keep up with us on propshq.com, our partners, the Props Network, okay? Subscribe to our page there. We got a lot of stuff cooking right now. You're not going to want to miss out, okay? With that, I am passing it off to Nick Theories over here. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on propshq.com, propshq.com. We are also available on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Megaphone, and Stitcher. Also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and we'll see you guys at P&I.
That was clean. Real nice.